Hi, it's the 15th, it's Friday the 15th of June. Testing, testing. Saturday the 15th of June 2024, and I would like to speak of this movie. I'd like to speak of this movie. Been on my mind off and on. So I watched this on May 7 when we went from Sydney to LAX to Los Angeles, and it was a 14-hour flight. And I thought there was a smorgasbord of movies. It wasn't Netflix, but Qantas have a special program. You get lots of movies that's all complimentary, part of the ticket price. I flicked through the menu, and I came across Napoleon, Joaquin Phoenix. And the last time I'd seen Joaquin Phoenix, and yes, I am holding the stem because it's actually not bad to hold the stem here. The last time that I'd seen Joaquin Phoenix was in The Joker, which is a few years back, and I thought that Joker was the worst movie I'd seen that year. Not a fan, didn't enjoy it, over excessive violence. Now we have Napoleon, directed by Ridley Scott, of course. And before I get into some nitty-gritty, which is not really going to go for that long, it was released in Australia on the 23rd of December 2023, and earlier, look at this, cost 221 million. Oh, it took in $221 million at the box office. I wonder what the budget was. Can we look at the budget for this? Budget. What was the budget? Budget was 200 million. Right. Its budget was 200 million. Ooh. Okay. Did I have an excitement for Napoleon with Joaquin Phoenix? I can say this, that after I saw The Joker, I thought, I'm not watching anymore. I was so disappointed by The Joker. A lot of people loved it. I just thought it was terrible. And also, I'm not a big fan of actors, A-listers, covering their face in makeup for the entire role. I know it's the Joker, and I know that sometimes you do that, but I said that I wasn't going to watch another Joaquin Phoenix movie again. That really put me off him. Anyway, I was mildly curious about Napoleon, and I thought, I'm on a 14-hour flight from Sydney to Los Angeles, and I thought, I'm going to give Napoleon a go. I'm going to give it a go. I don't see Joaquin Phoenix as Napoleon, and I still don't. So, what was good about the movie? What was good about Napoleon? Not much. I thought the costumes were great. I thought the setup of the scenes, I thought the sets were done well. I think it went for about 2.5 hours. Let me have a look at your runtime. Doesn't say the runtime there. Oh, runtime 2 hours and 38 minutes, of which I slept for about 50 of those minutes, maybe an hour. I haven't really read any of the reviews for it or anything. Actually, I went on Rotten Tomatoes before, just out of curiosity, and it was 50-50 that people didn't really. One or two people thought it was okay, and it mainly got negative reviews. I don't know what Joaquin Phoenix thought he was doing, but this role was not for him. I was not engaged at any point. I did not feel captivated at any point. I thought the costumes were great. I thought the scenery and the scene setups, the set design, I thought that was really good. I thought that was done very well. And even the battle, like the soldiers in battle, I thought the cinematography was done well. And then when it comes to Joaquin Phoenix, I thought he gave a very subpar performance. Subpar performance, not great at all. I don't envision it. He was probably capable of doing something more, and I don't know how much footage they shot. I don't know how much footage they shot. Maybe there was a great deal of footage shot, and in the editing room, the person who put this together, who edited it together with Ridley Scott, did it a certain way, but still, it didn't grab me. It was a very drab, very drab performance. Not inspiring at all. And in fact, there's a scene where Joaquin Phoenix, he has suddenly has a sudden quick, hard, fast sex with his wife. It's sudden. It's in any other situation on film, I would have been quite turned on by it. I would have been quite taken by it, and I briefly was, but it being Joaquin Phoenix, he's very asexual to me, very asexual. So I don't. To me, Joaquin Phoenix is just not a sexual person at all. To me, I don't see him that way. And so for him to engage in that type of action, that type of scene, type of action, no, not at all. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, what the heck is going on here? It happens really quickly. It doesn't last very long. It lasts for about 6 or 7 seconds. It's fast and rough, and it's like, and it's like, what was the point of that? I mean, what was the point? It was trying to, what they were expressing a part of his character, and it actually happens twice, and nothing fits together in this movie. I thought, you know what, I'll watch this movie because it'll give me a better explanation, understanding of Napoleon. It'll just give me a better understanding. No, I don't have any new or further understanding of Napoleon. It went over the top of my head. I didn't understand anything that was taking place in the movie. I don't know what Ridley Scott was trying to do, and I certainly don't know what Joaquin Phoenix was trying to do. It did not hit the mark at all. It was none, and it was very uninspiring. It was drab. Maybe Joaquin Phoenix was thinking to himself, doing it, oh, why am I doing this? Oh, well, I'm going to finish it now. But well, it didn't hit the mark with me at all. I knew a little bit. My understanding of Napoleon is very little, and I thought maybe I can get a really good impression of Napoleon from this. I didn't get any impression. I still don't know much about Napoleon. I know as much about Napoleon now as I did upon starting to watch this movie. And 10 minutes in, I got like less than 10 minutes, and I'm like, this is not well paced. This is not going well. And then I slept through it while still listening to it. I slept through about an hour. I woke up, it's still on, and I managed to stay awake for about 5 minutes, probably at the 3/4 mark, and then the next thing I know, I woke up and the credits are rolling. As I said, the costumes were great, fantastic. The set designs were great. Joaquin Phoenix, no. And his co-stars around him were quite competent actors, but nothing delivered. I didn't get anything out of this movie at all. And as I had said, after watching the Joker, I thought, you know what, I'm really off Joaquin Phoenix now. I thought the Joker was terrible. I think apparently there's a new one out, and he's in that one. He's doing another chapter. And I thought, oh, I'll watch Napoleon. I'll watch it. No, if I want to know something about Napoleon, actually, there's what's it called? There's a really good, a really good movie about Napoleon, but it's not called Napoleon at all, and it's from Napoleon 1927, is it? 1927? Napoleon 1927. Is this it here? Might be 1932 for a movie. 32, 37, 1937? Oh, this is frustrating because I looked it up. Conquest. It's called Conquest. Oh, yeah. That's it. Conquest. There's a 1937 movie called Conquest. Right? Conquest 1937. It's really good. Conquest 1937 film. That's it. This is really good. I discovered this movie a couple of years ago. Really well done. Really well done. As for this, oh, did I just close that? Hang on. I think to myself, what's Joaquin Phoenix thinking? His agent sends him the script. He has a few scripts, and he thinks, oh yeah, I feel like playing Napoleon. Or I don't know what happened. Ridley Scott approaches him. Someone approaches him, sits him down, and says, "Why don't you play Napoleon?" And Joaquin Phoenix is like, "Oh yeah, yeah, oh all right, yeah, I'll do it." And he has the makeup for it, but it was just so off off track, so downplayed. The whole thing was a mess. It was just a mess, uninspiring, and a sleep fest. I slept through most of it, and I remember very little about it, and especially the very unnecessary rough sex scene, which would have been inspiring in a different movie, but it played very little role in this. You got this movie, and all of a sudden, that's there, and then we move on, and it's like, what's that? So yes, Napoleon 2023 with Joaquin Phoenix and the rest of the cast, and no. Thanks for watching. Midnight Charlie Man Patrick, thanks for watching. Whew. In fact, actually, that scene where Joaquin Phoenix, that scene with Joaquin Phoenix and he's having, is fucking his wife. It's hard sex. It's the only thing I remember from the movie. And what it is because it actually doesn't fit in the movie. The movie's going along and you have this scene, and it's it. It's the only thing I remember from the movie. It happens twice, and it's the only thing I remember from the movie. And yeah.